everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we got Chump Slap.
15 years taking prescriptions. Now my shrink's like, I don't know, maybe get a kitten.
On the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
It's a male myth about feminists that we hate sex. It can be natural, zesty enterprise, but unfortunately there are some people, it's called satyriasis in men, nymphomania in women, who engage in it compulsively and without joy.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, you fat cats didn't finish your plankton. Now it's mine. Welcome to Plotty Time.
40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be right? Yeah, just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time, sponsored by the movie Digging Up the Marrow, which I watched.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
What'd you think?
It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
I gotta admit, the one jump scare in the movie got me more than I expected.
Really?
To. Yeah. When it's all black and they're like, turn on the light. He's like, no, turn on the light. They turn it on and that guy's there. Like right in front of them.
Yeah, dude, that was so good. I'm gonna have to watch it again now, damn it.
I knew of the guy who did it. Like, I knew of his movies he'd made, the horror movies. I didn't know that this was like a project he did. I thought it was like No Names doing a found footage movie.
Oh, really? Like the director?
Yeah, he did the Hatchet series, all those movies.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Nice.
That's why he knew like all those people, like the horror movie people he can get in his movie from conventions and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did get Ray Wise, although I guess
that's
he's
true.
not like superstar.
Yeah, I just knew the artist, Alex Pardee, who did the faces and shit.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. Ray Wise was great. He was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really fucking...
Don't go near
always
the
is.
fucking hole without me. Like, then you finally put it together as story. It was good. I recommend as well.
Nice. Good shit.
You know what I recommend that I saw? It's been a long time. I can't believe I waited this long to watch it.
No?
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nice.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was... Dude, it's so funny the way just Nicolas Cage is there and then... it's just great. I can't say watch it enough.
Yeah, it's damn good. Fucking great actors, man.
Yeah, maybe, Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I feel like Nicolas Cage was playing the character that we think the real Nicolas Cage is.
Yes.
And I think he did that very well.
Dude, when he's like, my top 3 movies are blah, 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 and Paddington 2. And then they watch Paddington 2 together.
Yeah.
It made me want to watch Paddington 2. I feel like I should go watch that.
I've never seen it.
I've heard
but
it was so
I've
good,
heard
though.
nothing but amazing things about Paddington 2.
Dude, yeah. Everyone says everyone who's seen it loved it. And I'm like, that's just not something. It's too wholesome for me. I can't watch it.
Yeah. It's not something I'd stumble upon myself, but I keep hearing, I got to give it a shot eventually. I got a kid coming, they'll
There
watch
you
it with
go.
them.
That's a reason.
Perfect.
Yeah. But
Nailed
you know
it.
what? Great movie. I just watched again.
The Rock.
No.
Oh,
We
Con
kicked
Air.
around making a movie.
Dude, I did like
Podcast
Pedro
about it.
Pascal had the
Oh, yeah.
the Sea of Pearls configuration from The Rock.
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
No, but tell us your movie.
Premium Rush.
Oh, jeez.
I got to watch it at least once a year.
I've only seen it once, and I don't know, man. It was silly, and they took it so seriously, and I can't explain why I was so invested in the story.
Me neither. Every time I watch it, I'm like, who the fuck cares?
This is the lamest shit I've ever seen, and he has to win this uphill fixed gear bike race. He has to. I don't know. I would like to explore that further and try to look at why I like it so much.
Oh, Michael Shannon takes the fucking cake in that one, though. He's just the worst dickhead. And then,
He's good in everything he does too.
yeah, he really is.
Fantastic. Dude, he terrified me in Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
Terrified me. He was great.
Fucking A, man. This is the movie where I was like, I think I love Michael Shannon. It's just when he's leaning on him in the fucking ambulance, and he's like, people on TV saying, suck it. It's prime time. Kids could be watching. Oh, it's just fucking weird.
What was the movie he was in with the Zoom call where the dude goes, my thumb? That one. What was that
Oh,
movie?
yeah. That was a great one, too.
It's like done by Michael Shannon's brother-in-law or some shit, and that's why he was in it.
Yeah, I can't even remember what it was called. That was such a good movie.
That was the one where
Well,
like,
it was a
what the
good
fuck's
movie.
going on? And then,
Yeah. And weird shit started happening in the thing.
Yeah, it was like the end of the world or whatever at the end. That was cool. Yeah, but fucking Michael Shannon, man, for the win.
Can't go wrong.
Any other good movies any of us watched?
No, but I watched.
I did watch bad ones. But.
Did you see? I don't know. There's a channel on fucking Prime now that plays Kids in the Hall constantly.
No.
Oh, really?
What's it called? The Kids in the Hall channel?
I don't know. I was just flipping through and it was like TV you might enjoy. And it was just Kids in the Hall live now. I was like, what the fuck? So I put it on. Just left it on for hours, dude. I mean, there's commercials and all because it's just like a channel, but definitely worth putting on in your background if you're fucking bored.
Well, I watched a movie called The Watchers.
Who watches The Watchers?
Dakota Fanning is in it. That's about the only person I knew. But she's like this woman and she ends up stuck in a forest.
Okay.
And she comes across like this house and there's 3 other people there. And they end up having to stay in the house all night, every night, and perform like shows in front of this mirror. And there's like monsters that come in outside and watch them.
What?
And then when the sun comes up, the monsters go away and they can go about and like find food and stuff and forage. But they got to make it back to the house at night and then perform these shows. And it's just like them watching shitty TV or like dancing around by themselves while these things are outside watching them.
Interesting. It says like a one-way mirror or something?
Yeah. There's like 3 rules. And one of them is don't turn your back to the mirror because they don't like seeing your back.
All right. I might have to check it out. Was it good?
It was all right.
All right.
That one just came out. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think it's 2023, maybe even 2024.
Written and directed by Ishana Night Shyamalan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently his wife.
No kidding. Good
No,
for
it's
her.
better than anything M. Night Shyamalan did.
Yeah.
Except for the one where the plants kill people. I like that one.
Oh, no. It's his kid.
Ah.
It's her directorial debut. All right. Neat. Yeah, I'll give it a fucking watch.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I watched a movie I think was good. Have you guys watched You'll Never Find Me?
It sounds so familiar.
Either I watched it or somebody told me to watch it.
It's about a guy who lives by himself in a mobile home at the back of this, trailer park in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's this crazy ass storm and this young woman shows up. She's like, I was at the beach all day. I got caught in this storm. Can I just like hang here? And it's very much like they don't trust each other. And then weird things start happening.
Like how weird?
Weird.
All
Not Lynchian weird.
What was it called?
You'll Never
Shyamalanian
Find
weird.
Me.
You'll never find me.
It's a Shudder original. It was pretty good. It was good. I'm going to say it's good. It's a little bit slower, but it's very tense.
Ooh. Atmospheric?
I would use that word, yes. Atmospheric. That's a good
All right,
word to describe it.
I'll have to check it out.
That's
Let me
really
put it
all
on
I've
the fucking
watched.
list.
A bunch of YouTube, but that doesn't really count.
No, I watched more Gels marble races after last week.
I forgot to look that up.
You'll never find me. And I watched, you guys ever see the movie Pulse with Kristen Bell?
Yeah, I just
Possibly.
recently we watched it. Why?
It's not good.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah. I put it on, then I did something. And I was like, all right, well, I'll watch it again because I wasn't really paying attention because I need something to talk about.
Sure.
And by the end, I don't care.
No, I didn't care about any of the characters at all.
No.
And like when her boyfriend died in like the very beginning,
Right.
like that was just done so stupid. It was so stupid.
Yeah,
it was done
he just
very poorly.
Kills himself in a fucking, and it's like, why? Oh, because there's extra dimensional beings that come through Wi-Fi or some shit. I couldn't.
I thought it was like a The Ring situation where you watch the video, but if you see it, it's too late. None of it, the continuity of this doesn't make sense. And to save yourself, you have to go to somewhere where there's no cell phone signal.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah. Well, she had to throw her phone out of the car when there was no cell phone signal because
Otherwise, you get attacked by Wi-Fi ghosts.
it was weird, like static ghosts from another
fucking
dimension.
lame.
Another dimension.
It was real bad.
Yeah,
I think it was supposed to be like a parable about the dangers of technology, and it was just stupid.
Yeah. Whatever. Don't watch it, guys.
Don't skip it.
Yeah. Play something though. You guys play anything good?
More NCAA football 25, bro.
Oh shit! Well, you might as well. You paid full price for it.
Yeah, Hogwash McCochran led the Pitt Panthers to the national championship.
Cock McCochran?
Hogwash McCochran.
Oh, I can't remember his first
You
name.
keep
Come
that
on.
proper name in your mouth, sir. That's a legend. In
Soon
his
to
sophomore
be.
season now.
Soon to be a legend.
What is he for Pittsburgh? Did you say?
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
And I'm just going to say, sometimes you have to make save points before important games because this game cheats and the defenses are real bad. Dude, the game cheats. All right, it cheats.
Why don't you just lower the difficulty?
We don't need to talk about if I already did that or not.
Oh, wow.
Well, an NCAA, too, if you have a shitty defense, they can just score on you all the time.
Well, the problem is when you're doing Road to Glory, you're only playing as one player, and I'm the quarterback. So I'm like in every play where I hand it off or throw the ball or whatever, but I'm doing absolutely nothing with special teams or defense or anything else that's happening in the game.
You catch it.
I mean, if I'm running with the ball, I finish the play.
Yeah, but
can't you set yourself up as the punt returner?
Well, the point I'm getting at is I have no say whatsoever on what happens in the rest of the game. So I'll score a touchdown, and I'll get up like 21-0 at half, and then I'll get a 3 and out, and then all of a sudden it's 21-21. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I'm like leading a fourth quarter charge at the end of the game. Game cheats. It cheats to make it closer at the end.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I had like 3 quadruple or more overtime games.
What?
Just because they kept succeeding when I succeeded. It was really lame.
Oh,
but I love it. I love the game. I love playing.
I love the lameness of it.
I'm excited to get through with this game mode and see what else it has.
Word? You know what I started
That's all I played
this week?
No.
What'd you start?
Doki Doki.
Oh, how far'd you get?
Nice.
Past the second meeting of the literature club.
Oh, so you didn't even finish one playthrough.
No. There's a lot to read, man.
There is a lot to read.
I was expecting them to just
it's not a game you can play drinking.
No, and you can't do it
No.
I mean, you can just set it to auto, but you're just sitting there reading. I was like, oh my God, it's kind of boring. But then they got to the second day where if you pick someone and make a poem for them, all the other poems become like dark and weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You haven't even done like halfway through a first playthrough yet.
No, I didn't even get to the
it's so good.
What's it called? The festival or whatever. That's coming up next.
Oh, well, yeah, it's definitely not one you can be drinking while you're playing.
Yeah.
No, it is a lot of reading, but it's not long. It's still like a 5-hour playthrough.
Okay. So
Or would you say more, Dr. Scientist? I don't really remember. I think like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
5 hours if you're a slow reader.
And then when you go through other playthroughs,
you just
can
click,
skip,
yeah.
you can skip through the stuff you read.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I was kind of put off for the first hour or so reading, but
Yeah. It's worth it. I feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
I mean, if it was a 25-hour story, we might be having a different conversation, but
Right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, once you get through the first playthrough, though, it gets really good.
So there's no reason to just try to string along multiple girls. Just go for one and.
Well, you can do whatever. You can play it any way you want.
Oh, it ends at the same time every time?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll check it out. Well, I'm already checking it out, but I'll continue to check it out.
Oh, yeah, I just played more of the Uden Chronicles game I was playing.
Still good?
Yeah, I got to the end.
Ooh.
It's not hard. It was fun, though. I needed a game where I could... It reminded me a lot... Oh, you guys don't know. But the old Adelaide Iris games and stuff. They still make Adelaide games, but where you could just go and find components in the world and make new stuff for your characters. And
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
So what was it, like 12 hours?
probably 15-ish.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
I've been seeing Disco Elysium on my dashboard. I gotta do that one of these days.
Oh, you never
still
done that?
Yeah, that's right. He played Doki Doki. It's time for you to bust out.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean,
Can't wait to show you the painting I have in my living room.
It's an
from
excellent
Doki
game.
Doki? That's sick.
No, for Disco Elysium.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's just the first time I tried, I wasn't in the right headspace for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of reading too.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It really is a lot of reading, but it has so many branching.
The one
you
thing that
do.
annoyed me is I thought I was all for the workers the entire game, and I never got the trophy for being the communist.
Really? For
Yeah.
saying like 10 communist things or whatever?
I never got it. I was so pissed.
I think I might have gotten that already on my first playthrough. Who knows?
But I think there was socialist comments too, so I might have mixed them up. in there.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? I always wanted to play it again.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta give it a shot. I gotta do it next. I just have to do it. Maybe when I get sick of winning the national championship over and over.
You only have 4 years, or are you going to leave early and go to the draft?
I'll probably just do the 4 years because one of the trophies is winning the Heisman, so I got to really go for that. And
yeah.
dude, as a sophomore, even with ridiculous stats, they still don't even look at you for Heisman.
Do they still do it where you can export those draft classes to the Madden game?
I don't know, but I think they'd be fucking stupid if they didn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, I think it's going to be dicey because they paid those players to be in the game. I don't know if that also counts for Madden.
Yeah, when they did
right?
that, they had all the fake named players.
I mean, if they go into the NFL, they'll be in the NFL Players Association, and then they'll be in the game. But I don't know if that crossed it. But it'd be stupid not to, right? That was always the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, except for the first couple years when you have H-back number 5.
Yeah. Well, I remember, too. I used to play it a lot. That was when I was really into playing football games, when the NCAA games were big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Do you remember the locker system thing? The save file thing?
What are you talking about?
They called it the locker system, right? But you could basically type in a user's name. This is even on the PS2 days. You could type in a user's name, go to their quote-unquote locker, which was just save files, and they could have like custom rosters. So every year, as soon as the game came out, everyone's jumping on the message boards like, okay, what's the user? And you get the user, you go and you download the updated rosters with everybody's name plugged in.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So someone went through every single fucking college roster and filled it out with the real people's names.
Well, they don't need to do that now.
Well, they
right?
used to be able to just randomly generate names too.
Yeah.
That too, yeah. Yeah. But nowadays, I have no idea how many players signed up, like what percentage, but I imagine it's a lot. Who wouldn't want to be in a college football game?
Can you get the game for free?
And the extra $300 or something is definitely usable.
50 fucking.
I thought it was 500.
Oh, 50. Yeah, 500 maybe.
But if you're just like, you're playing football at Harvard for the scholarship, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'll take $500 to be in the game. Why not?
Yeah. Villanova's not in there, is there?
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are. They should be. Aren't they Big East?
Yeah, they're D1. Dude, don't even get me started on college
Steve
football
Nelson's in there.
alignments. Dude, playing this game, I realized that the ACC, which if you remember stands for Atlantic Coast Conference, now includes Stanford and Cal.
Well, the Big Ten has like 12 schools.
Yeah.
I know, but it's also obviously a money grab. Like, it's really gross. I shouldn't have bought this
Well,
game
how is
on
the world
Worlds.
not a money grab, dude? Welcome to
I
America,
know.
bro.
How do you... you try to be ethical, and eventually you just run into a fucking wall, and you're like, well, I guess I'm doing it. There's no other option.
Yep.
Fuck you, Bezos.
Yeah, you tell
Yeah,
me.
it's his fault.
All right, let's get into news. We got some news topics to talk about.
All right.
Is there an Amazon one that brought Bezos into this somehow?
Yeah. Prime
No,
Day is a
Netflix.
joke.
No, Netflix Horizon Zero Dawn, the TV show, is reportedly in pretty much trouble. I think it got canceled, actually.
Completely forgot it even existed.
Me too.
that
I
probably
think we
would've been
mentioned
neat,
it when it first came out. But the showrunner, who was previously the showrunner on the Umbrella Academy, Umbrella Academy is wrapped filming. They're like airing their last season soon. And the guy's name is Steve Blackman. He faces allegations of toxic behavior, so they just shut down the whole show.
Oh, you can't just get another showrunner.
I know, right? I guess it was that Netflix was paying for the pilot, and the pilot was in development, and now they just canned
it's
the
easier
project.
just to shut it down and not have to deal with any of that. That's fair.
I suppose it's also within the realm of possibility that someone else makes a pilot or has a different vision for it, but it looks like it's DOA for now.
Yeah. Or they're like, how much is that going to cost?
Yeah. Maybe they're like, you know what? If we have this much turmoil behind the scenes, we're not going to invest, whatever, $100 million into a pilot. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. Plus, who? I mean, it's not Fallout. It's not as big a fucking fan base either, you know?
I think it could work. It's a cool world to explore, but yeah, you don't have that built-in audience like you do with Fallout or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Halo or Twisted Metal.
Well, Halo failed too, right? Didn't they cancel that?
I don't know if they canceled it. I think they're still making it, but no one's happy with it.
Yeah. Like, why is he still doing it?
No, the fans, casual fan, no one's like, this is great. Everyone's just like, we can fix this show still. That's the vibe I get. But so the other news I came up with that one of the developers that works at Phoenix Labs, the name of the company, on Project Dragon. No,
No.
idea.
Just saying Halo will not return for a third season.
well, that's a bummer. I guess it's not going to happen for season 3, huh? Project Dragon is a new game that's coming out from developer Phoenix Labs. They also made the game Dauntless. I don't know if you know that one.
I've heard of Dauntless. Yeah.
Aren't they one of the ones in? Oh, what the fuck is that movie?
I don't know.
Keep going. I'll think of it.
The game got canceled, and then the developer was talking about other projects, and in this random interview, he said, oh, yeah, I used to work at Sony. Like, there was going to be a Crash Bandicoot 5, but we canceled it.
Oh,
There was a 4?
There was a 4, yeah.
Wonder why. Politics, I bet.
I don't know. I didn't read the whole article.
Divergent. That's it. Dauntless. That's where I thought of it. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess we're not getting a Crash Bandicoot 5, because the last one was Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, which was released in 2020. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Syintist was
It's a good point, Scientist.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Sharknado 4, which was It's About Time? Or is that 5?
I think it's 6, actually.
Yeah, it might be.
Sharknado 6, is that even out yet?
Yeah, they stopped. They finished it. Series is over.
Then the last little piece of news, something fun I just randomly came across. But Steve-O has a podcast, and he's been on a whole bunch of other podcasts. He's like a perennial podcast guest these days. And with, of course, he has wild-ass stories from working on Jackass.
Yeah.
So he goes on podcasts and tell them. But he mentioned something that I thought was very interesting because we had just talked about Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
He said, he mentioned recently that he got paid $5,000 for being in Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Oh, yeah?
He was also in another game that year, which I don't remember this happening, but he was in NFL 2K5.
Oh, yeah?
What?
He got paid $100,000 to be in that game.
Wow. I don't even remember him in Tony Hawk Underground 2.
He was definitely not in the
movie.
The movie we
Yeah,
saw.
he wasn't in the team or nothing. He just popped up probably for a side mission or something.
Apparently, in the NFL 2K5, he appeared as one of the 5 celebrity coaches you could challenge to a digital football match.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Do you want to hear who the other 4 are? Do you have any guesses?
I do want to hear.
They are the most 2005 celebrities you could possibly think of. Go.
2005.
I don't. Time doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Dane Cook?
Oh,
That was a great guess, and you're in the right wheelhouse, but it's someone more embarrassing who also did stand-up comedy.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Who he also hosted one of the video game awards, possibly the most embarrassing one.
That's not helping me at all.
He was in Can't Hardly Wait.
Seth Green?
Malibu's most wanted.
Jamie Kennedy?
Jamie Kennedy is one of the other celebrity coaches.
He does stand-up?
Yeah. That's where he started.
Yeah.
I would hate to see that.
And then the other 3, I'll just give it to you. David Arquette,
Okay.
Funkmaster Flex,
Didn't see that coming.
I would have done it for 100,000 too. Yeah.
I figured Snoop Dogg. It's probably not enough money for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
and Carmen Electra is the 5th coach.
Oh, wow. She was still relevant in 2005.
I think so. Wasn't she probably hosting some reality show?
Oh,
Probably.
yeah. So you think he can dance or something?
That's my guess. I don't know.
Who cares? I don't even want to know the answer to that.
So, yeah, there you go. That's what Steve-O got paid. That's all we have for news.
That was good news
right.
from 20 years ago.
Right?
Well, then how about we get into the game? How does that sound?
All right.
This week, we're talking about a game I had never heard of,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
looks pretty cool. We're talking about Legendary.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was released November 4th, 2008. And then some other video games that were released right around November 4th. On the same day, November 4th, 2008, Resistance 2 came out.
Oh, we did that one.
Yeah.
We
I
did
played
that one. That was a big one at the time. And then November 7th, 3 days later, Gears of War 2 came out.
Did we do that one? We did the first one, definitely.
I
We
thought-
definitely did the first one.
I don't know.
Might have
Maybe
only done
we'll.
one Gears of War game.
Maybe we'll do a second. Who knows?
Yep, we've only done the first one.
Sweet. Come back in 3 weeks.
And then 3 days after that, Call of Duty World at War came out, which is still the hardest platinum I've ever got.
Oh, snap. Brag a little bit.
I will. That's fucking. I earned it through those grenade spamming assholes. I got to the end of that fucking level where you're invading the Reichstag. It was awesome. And then November 11th, Mirror's Edge.
Oh, wow.
And then 2 games on November 18th. One of them we did previously, Need for Speed Undercover.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And then another one I don't think I've heard of. Maybe you guys did. Castlevania Judgment for the Wii.
No, I've never. Wow. I didn't know they had Wii-centric ones.
Neither did I.
Yeah, but I mean, Resistance 2, Gears of War 2, Call of Duty, Mirror's Edge. I think that pretty much meant no one was going to remember this game.
Well, yeah, the reviews didn't help. I think you got like a 2.5 or something.
So the box office that week, November 4th, 2008. Honorable mention, bottom of the list, number 8, Max Payne.
Oh,
There was a
nice.
movie for that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Mila Kunis.
Man, I must have just blocked all of that out.
Did
It's for the best.
An episode of that?
I know I did a mini-sode about it,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know if I want to do an episode because I don't want to have to watch it again.
That's fair.
I'll just bring up those notes again. Number 5, I want you guys to remember that we are in spooky season for this list.
Saw 6.
Now, number 5 is The Haunting of Molly Hartley,
Never heard of it.
which I do remember existing, but as being like a generic ghost movie.
Yeah, I don't really remember much of it. but yeah, whatever.
Number 4. What did you say previously, Chump Slap?
Saw 6,
It wasn't Saw 6.
Saw 5.
Saw 5. There you go, at the number 4 slot. Number 3 spot was Changeling.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Beat out Saw that year. Well, people are getting tired at 5, I guess.
Didn't you just talk about that, Dr. Scientist?
I thought it was like 3 years ago.
What?
Oh, it's the Angelina Jolie one,
Yeah.
where her son goes missing, and then she reaches out to the cops. Then, like a month later, they're like, "Here you go. Here's your son." And she's like, "That's not my child. It was some other kid."
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's been so many movies
Based
like
on
that.
a true story.
Yeah, that's why there's so many movies like that.
Yeah.
And then number 2 on that list, also based on a true story, Zach and Mary Make a Porno.
I've never seen it.
It's good. I
Is
liked
it?
it.
I've heard it was good.
I thought it
never
was
saw
fun.
All right, maybe I'll check it out.
Craig Robinson's in it. He's fun. I mean, it's a dumb comedy. I enjoyed it. And then number 1 on the list, High School Musical 3, senior year.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
That must have been like just out that week, right past spooky season.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I saw it the opening day, so.
I did twice. Okay, this week in news, November 4th, 2008. Right on November 4th, Obama was elected for his first term in office
Oh.
in 2008.
Man, back when we were a real nation.
So November 11th, Taylor Swift releases her second album, Fearless, which would turn out to be the most awarded country album of all time.
That was a country album?
Yeah, she started as a country singer. Won
Wow.
every award ever.
It was always kind of like country pop, but
It was. It wasn't like straight up.
Talk to a real country fan. Doubt they'll say that.
the real country fans probably hate Taylor Swift.
That's what I mean.
November 17th, 2008, Twilight the movie premieres, guys.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I have. It's
definitely
not.
haven't.
It's.
I've seen
not-
other ones, but I've never seen the first one.
I'm telling you, if you ever want to have a movie night where you're just chilling with people and you want to drink and make fun of a movie, Twilight hits. It is
Well, if I
so
had friends
stupid.
that take that advice.
If you want to get drunk by yourself and watch a movie,
Talk to my cat.
talk to your cat. Just be like, "Cat, look at this fucking bullshit vampire story." Like, then you'll have a great time.
All
It's a
right.
good, terrible movie.
Sweet.
And then December 5th, 2008, retired American football player O.J. Simpson is sentenced to 33 years in prison in relation to a September 2007 armed robbery. He would be granted.
Yeah, you forget. Everybody forgets he stole all that shit back.
Yeah, he'd be released in October 2017.
Oh, that's close to 33 years.
He's on parole.
10.
He's dead now.
Wow.
Well, yeah. Man, another bummer. Anyway,
God have mercy on his soul.
this game was released for Xbox 360 and PS3, developed by Spark Unlimited, published by Gamecock Media Group. It is a first-person shooter adventure game, and Chump Slap picked it this time.
What?
So, Chump Slap, how about you lead us into it? Tell us what the game's all about.
All right. Well, the game's about Pandora's box, yo.
No shit.
Yeah. There's a prologue slideshow in the beginning. It shows all about Pandora's box. Blah, blah, blah. It's found. They hid it somewhere. Archaeologists find the box. It was somewhere at the bottom of an ocean. They put it in the New York City Museum for safekeeping.
It's exactly where I'd put it.
This guy named LaFay, he knows about this box. He studied it his whole life. Sends a professional thief named Deckard to open the box and steal whatever's inside. And he pays him a lot of money to do so. So, game starts with this dude going into this room 7A. Access denied. He doesn't have the right code. They must change it every hour or something.
Well, I guess that's it, guys. It's time to turn around and go home, right?
Yeah, might as well just keep that money and fucking disappear. What's LaFay gonna do? Find you? Yeah, you wish. No, you elbow that fucking number pad and you hotwire the door to open, dude.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
So you go in there. There's a golden box. Looks like kind of like the Ark of the Covenant from the Indiana Jones movie. And it's whispering. Very evil whispers.
That's how I like my boxes.
Tell me.
Just like Zombos.
It was really.
We got to get that ASMR channel up, guys. What are we doing?
I know, right? Soon.
Get on it.
But apparently you got a key for it. LaFay gave you a key. Deckard's like, I'm going to open this box. You open it up. There's like a little hand scan thing. You're like, oh, I'll just put my hand in this fucking box. It was a booby trap. What? Or something.
Yes, that was something.
And a spike pierces your hand. But there's no blood or nothing. But now you have like it kind of reminded me of plasmids from BioShock.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
This came out a year after BioShock. I looked it up because, there's a lot of similarities.
It looked too much like they just stole the BioShock animations when he's looking at his hand and shit's happening.
Yeah, I think this, just play back to back, play Bioshock, Singularity, and this.
Yeah, right. This wild energy starts erupting from the box. It goes through the roof of the museum, and the whole museum shakes like an earthquake, and it starts on fire. So you're like, oh shit, Deckard, I gotta get out of here. You get out there. You're out on the steps to the museum. You're seeing the city. This energy's ripping through it.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's tossing people and cars like 8-10 feet in the air, smashing windows.
Can we pause for a second and just talk about how amazing the ragdoll physics were? Because that was a lot of fun for me. Seeing the bodies just flailing as they just get sucked up into the air. Yeah. I enjoyed that.
It was beautiful animation. What can I say?
It really was. They nailed that part. Unfortunately, it's a story podcast, not an animation one. Otherwise, it would have got so many good points.
Right. Well, all these windows blow out of buildings. Energy's shooting everywhere. And then fucking boom, Griffin's out of fucking nowhere, dude.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I didn't see it coming. I'll give it that.
No. It kind of reminded me of like when the Ghostbusters shut down the containment.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's monsters everywhere. There's a fucking golem made out of cars and asphalt.
That was pretty cool.
That reminded me of a game we did a long time ago, but I can't remember the name. So the trash golem.
Yeah.
It was the one in like you're living your life in an underground base in Russia or something like that.
Yes. Yep. We know the game, but we can't think of the name.
I'll find it.
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
No, I have to know. I'm going to lose sleep if I don't find it.
All right. So
I'm just kidding. It's fine. Go ahead.
There's a woman, Vivian. She's on a radio. She's like your whatever.
Spotter,
yeah.
I guess.
That sounds fine. She's like, well, we got to hightail it out of there, man. We got to get out of New York. The shit's getting crazy. The streets are flooded with creatures. So you're like, all right, I'm going to make it to the sewer. And you meet a molten magma frog monster down there. You know, classic monster shit.
Your normal sea monsters.
Crawls out of the earth. And Vivian's like, find some weapons and keep moving. We're getting the fuck out of here. And there's werewolves now all of a sudden. You make it back to the street level, and there's a low-flying hover jet. It's the only thing I could think to call it. Shows out pop some soldiers. You're like, oh, all right.
Now it makes sense.
Backup's here. No, it's not backup. It's not the government. It's LaFay's private security force.
Oh, shit.
That's even better because he hired you.
Oh, yeah. So you're like, all right, yeah, you here to fucking get me out? Let's go.
But what is the thinking there from one of the soldiers? Like,
What?
I'm on the side of stealing shit, and I'm protecting you and doing your bidding and fighting for this guy that's paying me a lot of money. But on the other
I think
end of
the
this,
paying a lot of money is the only thing that matters.
but won't there be no place to spend any money if the world's all fucked?
Maybe they don't know. They're just there to do what they're told.
Okay.
They're like, kill Deckard and Vivian.
Yeah, I don't think they realize the world's ending.
Well, they do
Maybe
see
not,
fucking
but they-
griffins and werewolves and shit.
If you saw a griffin, would you that's the first thing you're thinking of? Oh my God, the world's ending.
It would cross my mind eventually.
I would if there was energy bursting out of a museum. I think
I would
might.
immediately think of Ghostbusters.
You're right. It keeps going back to Ghostbusters. This is New
Always
York, by
does.
the way. I don't know if I said that.
Of course it is.
But, well, these army people want you guys dead. And Vivian's like, I don't know why they want us dead. We're hired by them. So let's fucking meet up.
Yeah, this is fishy.
No, cop helps you out here. He gets fucking mauled by a werewolf. And you meet Vivian, and she's like, follow me and let's get the fuck out of here. She's like, I know people. They can help. They can stop LaFay. And LaFay calls.
Ah,
She accuses of him of getting decked to open the box. He's like, you knew everything about this. You knew it was going to happen. Why'd you let him do it? And why do you want us dead now? And LaFay's like, well, I hired him to open the box. You're right. And I want him dead for personal reasons. They don't really go into it.
no.
They don't. They do not.
And he's like, okay, whatever. And he sends troops at you because he knows where you are. He called you there. And these guys show up and they take you, Deckard and Vivian, hostage.
Oh, shit.
I know. You're like, well, that's the end of you.
Yeah.
Why'd they take you hostage? Because they're not fucking LaFay's guys. These are different guys.
Oh, it's another
Were
elite
they-
fighting force army?
They are. Led by an ex-foe of you guys, Lexington.
God damn it.
He shows up. Vivian tells a fucking quick backstory. Because, you know, the best way to communicate a story is to tell us.
Yeah.
Been saying it for years.
Yeah, he's always saying that. He's like, tell us,
Always.
don't show us.
Other way around.
Yeah. Show us, don't tell us.
I know, but this is just telling us, not showing us.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, you're talking to them. I thought you were talking to me, saying that I've been
No.
saying that for you.
I listen to you when you talk, buddy.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Turns out This Lexington, he's a field commander for the Council, which is a secret elite force. And Vivian's like, well, she convinces the Council to help. She's like, look what happened. Look at this guy's hand. It's got crazy powers. LeFay wants these powers, and he wants us dead. So help us out, and we'll help you out. He's like, all right, well.
And they just agree to it. They're like, well, sounds good.
Well, she explains that all these creatures came from this box. If we get the box back, maybe we can stop the creatures. And all we ask is that you keep us alive. And he's like, okay, we can do that.
I'm not saying it doesn't sound reasonable. I'm just surprised that
Enemies.
Lexington and his group went with it.
Yeah.
Because of apparently there was a huge history there that they briefly touched on.
Yeah, they were fucking enemies before because these guys are professional thieves and whatever.
They all know each other from their social circle.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's what we're supposed
There
to
you
get
go.
from it.
So Lex he's on the radio. He tells you, oh God, the golem, he absorbed the Pandora's box. But we got an idea here. We got EMP helicopters. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
That'll do it. What's the question? Everyone knows huge EMPs take down trash monsters.
Yeah.
That's just science.
So these 3 helicopters show up. They got EMPs. You know, the trash monster, they're flying around Times Square. And the trash monster just pops up out of nowhere and fucking destroys these helicopters. 3 helicopters down. Boom. 3 helicopter crashes. We need a fucking sound effect for that.
Oh, wait. I got something. Wait. What a piece of shit.
It's a good one.
You can fuck food all you want.
There it is.
There it is.
I stand by
I
it.
think we. I love it. You owned it. Absolutely.
So these helicopters get destroyed. EMPs scattered all over Times Square. So now your mission is to find them all, set them up, set them off.
Okay.
And you go down into the sewer here. There's a tentacle monster and some weird flying demon spirits. I don't know what the hell they are, but they drop a car on a cop. That was pretty neat.
I mean, for the time, the monster design was pretty cool.
I guess.
It was repetitive, though. It was
Yeah,
like the
there were only
same
like
one
5
cool design.
different ones.
Yeah.
So you're back on the street in Times Square. You repair all the 3 EMPs. Boom. It worked. Fucking get the hell out of here.
No shit.
Golem just falls apart. And the phase men show up. They fucking grab the box, right?
What? Pandora's box?
Yeah. The very same. Not before the box turns the fucking werewolves into like spectral werewolves that you have to use your power to see. It's the whole thing. But they fly it up. Oh, no. They don't take the box. The Council takes the box. And they fly the box to the headquarters, which is in London. It's hidden in London, in plain sight. So you go to London. They're trying to figure out how to reverse this shit. And Vivian's like, well, we should probably just raid LeFay's hidden research lab, which is right here. Because, of course, he has a lab in London, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, oh, yeah, I used to work with him. I know all this shit. Let's go raid his lab here. That's probably where they were working on this.
Yeah.
That's just the excuse to go to the London countryside, I guess.
I guess. Well, then there's a griffin attack that attacks the helo that you're all in. Kills Lex and his entire crew. But Vivian and Dak are totally fine.
Yeah, of course. Who would have thought?
It was amazing. So Vivian's like, well, I'll hang back here, keep this safe, look in this lab. You go to the fucking secret underground lab that is run by LeFay's crew. You go find everything, and you come back to me.
Go by yourself.
Yeah.
We don't have the resources to send more than one guy up there.
No, that's just silly. There's only 2 of them left now, man.
I love it. I don't know if this is a bingo board spot, but it's something I feel like I'm always seeing where like you go out with a unit and then there's always like you and the main characters in a vehicle and then like a truck of nobodies and the truck of nobodies immediately gets blown up.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Like
exactly.
you're just by yourself.
Well, it wouldn't be the story of the truck that blew up.
It's true.
Wow. You just blew my mind. Anyway, you're at the lab. I guess Vivian eventually gets Bravo team to come extract you. There's more werewolves, another Helio crash. Helo, not Helio. And then there's a Minotaur here. You're like, oh, that's a new enemy. Minotaur fight. So you fight the Minotaur, you fight a couple more Griffins. Find out the whole world's under attack by these creatures. And now that you have the research, it's time to study it.
They said something like how it spread faster than anyone else thought it could. By the way, Afterfall Insanity is the game we were talking about.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
With the underground bunker and the trash monster.
That was
It
a
took
fun
me a
game.
minute to figure that out. It was pretty cool.
I mean, it was a cool story. I don't know if the game was fun. Back at the research, they find out LeFay built a machine to control all the creatures that were escaped from the box.
Like, where do you even begin to conceivably construct that?
I mean, they did it before, so.
With just, where does he get his information on the research? You know,
That's a good question. It would make more sense if he always had the box.
yeah, if he knew everything about the box, but didn't want it opened, but wanted somebody else to open it so that he wouldn't have to be.
We're missing like a step in the story. Like there had to be someone at some point who studied it and left these copious notes, and that's how they built this machine or some shit. But they never go into any of that.
No,
it's just
I don't think it's there. I think LaFay's just been studying it. Kind of like Indiana Jones in the Ark.
Yeah.
He studies fucking ancient writings about it and shit. But he never planned to use the Ark's power for whatever.
Sure. But who had it at the beginning?
It was under the water.
Well, someone had to research. Like before.
So who like had it behind the locked door in the very beginning of the game when we go to steal it? Was that LaFay that set that whole thing up? Or was it somebody else had it?
But someone else found it and put it in the thing, and LaFay tried to steal it.
Archaeologists found it at the bottom of the ocean.
So we assume it was like the museum or somebody had it.
Yeah.
Under lock and key.
Just like somebody was doing an underwater archaeological expedition.
So we're just fuzzy on where he got all this information to even conceivably build this thing.
Yeah, he's just he's a millionaire
Just like Batman.
who knows the true use of the box. It's all in the prologue slideshow. If you Turns out all this information that they stole from the lab has a Trojan horse virus in it. And
What?
it totally locks down the council's computers. And you're like, fuck. Now we got to fight a kraken that pops out of the river, whatever river's in London, the Thames.
The Thames, yeah. You're right.
Nice. And it takes on Parliament and fucking destroys Big Ben and shit.
Yep.
It's a very sad moment there. And LaFay's, the Black Order, they call it, his team. I finally wrote it in the notes here. They take Vivian hostage, and they destroy another helicopter, and they take the box. So the only hope is to go back to New York, where the machine LaFay built, before he installs the box into the machine.
Okay, so to recap, it was in a museum under lock and key. Deckard stole it, but he didn't steal it. He just unlocked it, opened it, and then it got absorbed into a trash golem who got EMP'd. The chest then got stolen by the council in 98.
No, the Black Order stole the chest. Yeah. No, the council did take the chest.
The council took the chest to London. Black Order installed the Trojan horse, stole it back, and now they have it.
Yes, and now they're taking it back to New York
to put in the machine. To give LaFay control of all the monsters.
So the chest just did 2 cross-country flights during this portion of the story.
Right.
That's fucking silly, but all right.
Yeah, we'll get to how silly it is.
Okay.
And then, oh, shit. The machine's on. What? Yep. They already got it in there by the time you make it back. Because you did have to fly across the Atlantic Ocean.
I mean, they did too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, how much of a head start did they have, I guess?
Yeah, they have faster ships. They have.
Oh, you're probably right. They have Pandora's box-powered faster ships.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Well, now you got to get to it before it warms up. Because, every evil machine has to warm up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it takes a minute, right?
It always does. So you find Vivian. You break her out of the prison that the Black Order has her in. And you take an elevator to the power regulation control room, of course.
Okay.
Well, yeah, where else would you go?
And Vivian's like, oh, shit, look at this. You got to disable 3 power clusters. This will drop the shield that's protecting the box, and then we can destroy the box. The only way to destroy the box is with your special power, your plasmid. That'll overload it.
Shut down / turn on generator. That's a bingo board spot.
So while you're doing all this, LaFay gets fucked up by creatures and falls to his death in a beautifully poetic way.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He got smashed off the thing by the griffins.
It was, oh man, it was so good. Oh, he's grabbed from the control room by a werewolf, thrown out, grabbed in midair by a griffin, and impaled on the machine, killing him, according to the wiki. All right. That's pretty nice. So there's a huge explosion of the box because you finally get it. You overload it, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, the council shows up and they're like, oh shit, the box is in a million pieces. Vivian must have been vaporized during that explosion. How the fuck did you survive, Deck? And you're like, well, I got this fucking cool ass hand now. So they're like, they take Deckard, they go back on their word. They double cross him, if you will.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, during the scans of your hand when you were at council, we figured out there's instructions embedded in your hand on how to build another Pandora's box.
Conveniently.
So we're going to take you hostage and we're going to fucking build another box. So the council takes Deck to prison to study, but, you know, he's a master thief. Breaks himself right the fuck out of there. Finds out Vivian's alive and finds out he can tame the creatures with his hand.
Sure, why not? That's the power of Pandora's box.
And then that's it. It just ends right there.
They don't even give him a chance to be like, hey, do you want to maybe help us out and do the right thing? Because I think, I don't know, maybe Deckard would?
They probably were setting up for a sequel of him getting back at the other people.
Yeah, him fighting the council because they
You know what?
fucking double-crossed him.
Some inaugural installments of franchises just don't take off, guys.
Yeah, they got to stop opening it up for a sequel and just figure out the sequel after it's successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let it be successful. Don't tease a sequel. Leave room for a sequel,
Yeah, like Alice.
but don't tease it.
Return to Madness. There was no room for a sequel, but they made one, and it worked very well that time.
Even in like Infamous 1,
Yeah.
they left it open for a sequel and maybe teased it a little bit.
But
But
there was
that
still
was
an
a
end.
complete story. Yeah, that was an end to that story.
Yeah. So now I don't know if Deckard rules the creatures or he can just tame them or what the fuck's going on.
I guess we'll find out in the sequel that we have to fund ourselves on GoFundMe. I don't know
Legendary
what else we're gonna do, guys.
Legendary air.
All right, that's it. That's the game. We did it. Let's go ahead and move into our final thoughts.
All right.
Ooh.
I think Syintist is eager to talk about this one.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, well, why don't you take it then, Sir Chump Slap? You seem excited yourself.
Oh, I'm going to have to do. All right. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do two. Let's go. Syintist, did watching this video make you feel legendary? Was the story pretty good or was it just not legendary?
Like it?
And out of 27 stars, how many would legendary bury?
I don't like any of it, actually.
Yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry.
I don't want to play it, no. Did the story work for me? I mean, it was okay. It was different a little bit. I didn't see the monster thing coming until the monsters were there. I was like, whoa. Because I didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was Pandora's box in the beginning.
Neither did I until I watched I was like, what the fuck was up with that box? And then you watch the actual cutscene in the beginning. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
That-
watched the cutscene movie and that was totally not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm glad they revealed that in a different thing.
It was definitely giving me, what's that game we had? The Darkness, the New York
Oh, yeah.
22-year-old killer guy. It was giving me those vibes at first.
Yeah.
And then I saw Griffin. I'm like, oh, okay. We're
Yeah.
changing this up a
And then a
little.
golem showed up. I was like, all right. This is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Well, shouldn't
have
Hope
my
have come
attention.
out of that box?
He was the hope.
The hope was in us all along.
Yes.
And it turned our arms into weapons.
There definitely was a lot of just somehow LaFay knows all this stuff. And you find it out too.
Yeah.
I guess because it was handed down from generations of stories and whatnot.
Well, he was a millionaire. He probably bought all this wild shit.
Yeah. But I thought it was okay. It seemed like a change of pace from a first-person shooter perspective, I guess.
Okay.
They didn't really need to go across the ocean. They could have just done it all in
No.
fucking New York.
That was
Yeah.
just silly.
Yeah, it was.
They could have went to DC or something, you know?
They didn't even have to do that. It was-
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could both had plants in New York.
But I mean, overall, it was okay. I gave it the average of 5 stars.
All right. Yeah. Why was he building the machine in New York with all
I don't
this?
know. It was very Avengers 1 to me.
He built the machine in New York. All his research was in London.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of like when Loki was taking over New York in the first Avengers movie. And they were just on top of the tower. Did that come out before this?
Avengers?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't remember. I don't remember what year this was.
2006, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This game was 2008. The Avengers came out in 2012.
Maybe
So the Avengers
took
stole from this. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Same page.
All right. 5, though.
Yeah, I
Sounds
gave
good.
5.
Okay.
All right. Scotchy.
Could have been better. Wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
Scotchy.
What's up? What's up?
So, did watching this video make you want to open Pandora's box? Was the story pretty good, or was it just too sly of a fox? And out of 27 stars, how many did this game knock your socks?
Perfect.
Just leave it there.
Just let that hang. All right. Did watching this video make me want to play it? I don't know, a little. I mean, I like shooters. I like BioShock. I like Singularity. I did look at some of the reviews and why it didn't sell so well.
Yeah.
And they said there was super long load times on the PS3, frame drops, and no trophy support.
Dude, there were frame drops in the fucking cutscene video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if they I don't want to say a remaster, but maybe if they rebooted the series, I wouldn't mind playing a game where you open Pandora's box and have to fight a bunch of monsters. It sounds fun.
Yeah, it was cool because it was like griffins, werewolves.
So sure, yes, the video made me want to play the game. Fine. Did the story work for me? I don't understand a few things, like if this LaFay was so rich, like you guys touched on it, obviously, when you said he took the shit, he did all his research in London, but he built this machine in New York. I guess it makes sense because he knew where the box was in New York. So it makes sense why he built it there.
From New York to put it, yeah.
But if he had so much money, why wouldn't he build at least one backup somewhere? You know what I mean?
Well, I have one for you can have two for twice the price.
Exactly. He's only a millionaire, though, not a billionaire.
I'm just saying, they thought about it. They thought they had enough forethought in the movie Contact to build two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was years before this. So
Fair.
Points off the story now. I thought the monsters were cool, but yeah, they were too common, like they weren't varied enough. I like the idea of this world ending by krakens and monsters and stuff. That's fun. But I feel like instead of embracing that whole world, they just kind of used them as hurdles to get to LaFay. You know, it wasn't sure you had the timer of stopping the world, but this could have been a much more fun journey. And they could have thrown out like the wildest monsters. Like they throw out monsters that all attack you. What if they throw out monsters that actually helped you? Like, were there some good ones there?
This Pandora's box, man, they're all bad.
No.
Where were the Cyclopses, though?
Maybe they weren't where you were.
You're right. They could have wanted to go somewhere else.
They went to Canada, all of them. They took Canada in 8 hours. The whole thing, just the Cyclops.
Yeah, I had some monsters in Canada. You don't know them.
It's like Cyclopi. Cyclopses?
You didn't see the Chimera straight in Canada.
What score would I give it based out of 27 stars? I don't think it was super great. Did we need like 2 different shadow organizations? And where's like any military during this? It seems like it's just 2 private armies fighting each other to save the world.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, that all happened in, a couple hours.
Yeah, I know. It's just a little too silly for me. So but I did like the chance they took by introducing Pandora's box and throwing monsters at you instead of the same boring soldiers to fight. So 6 sounds about right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So how about you, Sir Chump Slap? It's your turn.
Let's do it.
Did watching this video make you want to shoot a bunch of mythical creatures? Did the story work for you, or would you like to have a bunch of preachers? And what score out of 27 stars do you think you'd meet under the bleachers?
Ooh, I didn't see that one coming. That was a great ending.
At least it rhymed.
Better set. Hey, I did it pretty strong. Solid average.
Watching the video kind of made me want to play it. I didn't watch any gameplay. I don't know how the gun play was. If it was just the same gun over and over again, or if you could buy or pick up different shit, upgrade it, whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I like shooting creatures. So maybe I'd play it. Did the story work for me? Well, kind of. You guys touched on all the wacky shit. That doesn't make sense. Why didn't he just steal the box and open it himself, or open it somewhere? Why do you have to open it in the fucking museum?
I don't know.
Why was there only one golem?
I think it's weird that LaFay had enough information to build this thing that would enslave all these monsters, but it doesn't make sense where he didn't have enough knowledge to know that if you opened the box, it wouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
Because he assumed the whole time that Deckard was just going to die. That's why he had somebody else go open it.
Yeah, you're right.
Weird. Inconsistent.
Yeah, and he had the key. Obviously, he gave it to Deckard to open it.
Yeah, he was just too chicken to do it himself, and he would have been like a superhero if he did. What an asshole.
Yeah, like seriously. Well, I guess no one's ever opened it before.
No.
So
they
I
just
guess
sealed the monsters away and let it go.
All the research wouldn't have told you what happens if you open it. Whatever. So,
stars.
The story was okay. Out of 27 stars, I'm going to also give it 6 because, I mean, it was okay. It had potential, but.
All right, 17. That's got to be top 5 for this year.
Well, back in June 27th, we gave Resident Evil 3 Nemesis a 17.
They're about the same. Of course,
it's the same story, right?
Yeah, basically. We also gave Jack and Daxter the Precursor Legacy a 15, and we gave Gungrave a 15 as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all about the same.
Yeah, this is slightly better than Gungrave. Yep.
Just 2 points better. That's about right, I think.
Yeah.
We nailed it.
Perfect. We're awesome.
All right, well then, if we're done talking about the game, giving it a big old fat 17, let's go ahead and move into the cooldown topic.
Ah, that hurts.
Yeah.
So
I forgot my marshmallows.
What do you got for us, Sir Chump Slap?
I got nothing. So it was recently Hoagie Fest at Wawa.
Okay.
What's your go-to hoagie?
Like go
It's just funny because your
hoagie.
topics are always the same. It's just a different food.
Yeah. I mean, I come here after work. I deal with food all day, man. I'm just like, I don't know.
I like myself an Italian hoagie. I think they're always good.
I usually go turkey, lots of mayo. If I go to Subway, I usually like getting the sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a pretty good
Liked
one.
those.
I'm always a roast beef guy. I don't know.
I never liked roast beef.
I love roast beef wherever I go. Roast beef, the Harvest in town makes an awesome roast beef Cooper Sharp sub.
Oh, you gotta have cheddar on it.
It's so rare to see it, but it's so good.
Dude, I have Cooper Sharp at my local Giant, and every time I go and say I'd like a pound of Cooper Sharp, the person behind the thing is like, I'm like, no, you have it. It's right there. It's that one. Like, they must sell like none of it because everyone behind the deli counter is like, I don't know. Do we have that? I don't know. Let me go check. I don't know.
Really?
And then they always come back with it. They're like, yeah, we have it. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
It was a PA thing.
I was gonna say my local Giant they have pre-sliced ones, and there's about 4 rows of cheddar.
Ooh, you dog.
Dude, fucking Thompson's makes their own smoked Cooper.
Oh, that sounds good.
Holy shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's wild. Last time I was there, I got smoked black pepper Cooper Sharp.
That's even more delicious.
It's so goddamn good.
Although if I can't get cheddar, I usually just take pepper jack on mine.
Yeah.
So
That's always a
Pepper
good
Jack's
bet.
usually there, yeah.
Yes, that's when I want to get something a little spicier. Sometimes I like a cheddar is just too mild for me, you know?
that's why you get extra sharp.
Yeah. Well, if they don't have an option,
I guess so.
At like Subway, I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Subway, you always go Pepper Jack.
Yeah.
At least you know there's real peppers in it.
Do we?
Is cheddar an option there?
There has to be.
I thought it was just American provolone
Mott's.
and Swiss.
Well, they have a Mott's. They have a cheddar sprinkle. I know that.
Oh, shredded cheese.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
No, it's not. But what are toppings?
Lettuce, tomato, extra onions.
Yeah, you never get banana peppers or nothing?
Sometimes banana peppers. Depends on if I think I can not take how close it is to bedtime, so I don't get
Fair.
heartburn. Sweet peppers, I usually do.
I never do jalapenos because I'm afraid they're the pickled jalapenos that are just tear my asshole open.
So when you get jalapenos, it's either they don't have any heat or there's just way too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Jalapenos from Pizza Hut used to destroy me the next day. Man. I had to stop getting them. It was crazy.
I heard a rumor that it has to do with how many seeds you leave in. Is that real or is that just like an old wives' tale?
No, that's not. Because I
Okay.
eat fresh jalapenos all the time and it doesn't do anything like that.
I try not to eat the seeds, but
Well, just in general, me neither. But
yeah.
you know how sometimes you get them sliced up and you see like a couple seeds in them
I
there
don't know.
in the middle?
They don't matter.
Yeah. Seeds are like supposedly the hot part or whatever. But,
I don't think so because whatever.
well, jalapenos aren't really that hot anyway, naturally.
On the pepper scales, nah. But my toppings are usually lettuce, tomato. I'll take those onion circles if they got them,
Oh.
and just a shitload of Italian dressing.
Really?
Lousy with it in a hoagie.
I love a good mayo. Sometimes some Italian dressing.
I'll always put mustard on mine. And horseradish if they have it.
mustard. I don't think I can have mustard on a
Well,
hoagie.
mustard, horseradish, roast beef, they go together, you know.
You're right. Although with horseradish, I seem to like, I go on some kind of crazy ass roller coaster ride where I'm eating horseradish. I'm like, I love this. I love this. I love this. I now don't want to eat this at all. Take it a second.
I can see that.
I don't
Like
like
real
horseradish.
fast. I like it. I like a good horseradishy mustard.
I don't like the nasal heat. I'd rather have my lips be numb.
I love like, if you go to Arby's and just get the horsey sauce, that shit's so good.
God, it's been so long. I have to try it.
Dude, I can't remember the last time I was at an Arby's.
We used to have the combination Arby's fucking Long Johns, and I'd get
Well, it's Arby's Taco Bell now.
I know, but I used to get the hush puppies and dip them in horsey sauce. Holy shit. It's so good.
I think you're onto something there.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Man, I know. What do they call the thing in Radar used to get them all the time, but you can go and just ask for the crumbs and they'll just give you a tray of like the little pieces of deep fried ball dough that fell to the bottom of the fryer.
Really?
Yeah, from Long John's. They used to
from
always
Long
like,
John's.
you'd always get like your fish and chips and it was always on a bed of that shit.
Yeah, but you can ask him just for those and he would just get like a huge fucking tray.
That's so gross.
It's just fried dough, right? Like that's...
Yeah, but it's mostly oil at that point.
Yeah.
No, yeah. He loved them. He couldn't get enough of them.
Mix that shit with horsey sauce. You got yourself dinner there.
You got yourself a party.
No calories, just fucking oil and horsey sauce.
Ugh.
Oh, God, there's a side question. Broke-ass dinners.
Ramen noodles, man, you can mix anything. in
Fuck
that.
yeah. And so many calories.
Yeah.
It really.
It fills you. It doesn't fill you up, but you could.
But yeah, you can live
off
on it. Or just baked potatoes. Like, yeah.
Baked potatoes are good.
Well, I usually throw like cheese in ramen noodles, or you can even cut up like little bits of chicken. Sometimes I just put Parmesan cheese on top.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you strain them or do you do like a soup?
I strain them.
Yeah, me too.
I always did a soup.
I don't.
Do you throw the seasoning on while it's in the pot and
No.
then drain them?
No,
or do you
you
drain
strain
them
'em
then
and
put
put
the
Strain them
on.
and put the seasoning on and mix it up like that.
Yeah.
That's why I can mix everything else I put in with it too.
I always put seasoning, soy sauce, some ground red pepper.
Yeah. Yep. Ground red pepper. I don't usually put soy sauce in because I try and cut the salt out.
Yeah,
of
I mean, there's
ramen
so much.
noodles.
Yeah. Well, nowadays I don't. I'm talking like high school, college years. Yeah.
But like, do you remember back in the day, it used to be like Top Ramen. That was the only dehydrated noodle pack, like really on the market.
Maruchan.
And like Cup of Soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those two. And then nowadays, if you go into any store with any kind of Asian grocery section, there's like 40 different types.
Yeah, there's half a fucking aisle just full of ramen.
I still
noodles.
just get the generic chicken ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had ramen in a long time, dude.
It's just because they're so quick.
I mean,
I
they're
might.
good. They're real good.
They're so good. They're so bad for you though.
I know that usually like maybe once a month I'll buy the Balduke ones, which are the really hot ones that come with their own packets.
Oh yeah, those
oh,
good.
those
Yeah.
ones.
Fuck.
I can't eat the whole packet though because it's just way too
I'm
hot.
gonna have to go get some now. You fuck.
Maybe if I go to Giant this week, maybe I'll bring them next time I come over.
Oh,
I'll bring you a pack,
shit.
and then you can just let your nose drain out the front of your face.
I love that. I love that heat.
The first time I did it, I put half a packet on. Man, that was a mistake.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I haven't had like dehydrated noodles like that in a while. But I have like an H Mart that's pretty close. So I really have access to
Fucking A.
hundreds of them.
We'll have a whole.
Man, we should go to that ramen place again.
I know. I can go for some sushi and ramen.
It's always good down here, boys. Anytime you want to visit.
I might be down one of these
Yeah, maybe
days.
one of these weekends.
Tight. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up then. If someone wants to send us an email about the best dehydrated noodle packs we could possibly buy and why, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
You send that to plottytime@gmail.com.
I thought he was going to give his personal address.
Right. I mean, I'll copy and send it to these guys too. That's awesome.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Threads, or go to the Reddit and start a thread about topics Chump Slap can talk about after the games he picks.
Seriously, that aren't food related.
You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. Go check out that React video we put up last week. There's also going to be more content coming in September, so that'll be fun.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, you can go to our eBay store, plottytime.com, redirects to eBay. You can buy shit there. It's pretty dope. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panax, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.